Hey, how's it going? I'm going to give you a short little lesson on how to put pictures in the class notebook and also some other cool things in class notebook. I had a video up earlier about this, but it wasn't super great, so I'm going to try it again. So here we go. I actually logged in as my wife, and she's a student in my class, so I can test things. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So first of all, let's go to Teams. Okay, so I'm logged into Teams as my wife. And as you can see, I have all the stuff that you guys have. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to Class Notebook. You see it up here? I'm going to click on Class Notebook. Sometimes it takes a little while to load. That's okay, just be patient. Now, usually it's going to take you right to this page. This page has your daily schedule. Now, you see this arrow? I'm going to click on this arrow and it brings me to a menu. Now, you see these little arrows are going to show me some more things I can do. Now, we're going to go to Content Library first. I just want to make sure you know that if you click on Content Library, there's a lot of good stuff in there. Okay, there's pictures of charts that we've used, like fundamental human needs, pictures of the leaf chart. There's some 15 minutes of practice videos. There's all the read alouds. So if you missed a read aloud, look, you go all the way down to Friday's read aloud. Okay, so you could watch them all in order if you wanted. If you go to the day in history one, look, I have articles for you to read on every day in history we've done so far. I try and get them updated as fast as I can, but there's a lot of good stuff. Okay, look, here's the one on the Twilight Zone we just did. Okay, now we also have the words of the day. Okay, all the words of the day are going to be on here, so if you want to rewatch some of those. And the top one is just some like some classroom stuff. Okay, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to click on Ivory Coughlin. Now for you, it's going to be your name. Now if you click on that, you're going to see one thing, follow-up work. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to get to where you see this page, and then we're going to click over and we're going to click right there. Okay, now we're going to pause. Okay, what we have to do now is take a picture. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down here. You see down here where it says type here to search. I'm going to type in camera. Okay, it's going to bring up my camera. And if you just watch the video on how to send an email, then it's the same thing. Okay, hi guys, let's do this. I'm going to post, or I'm going to take a picture of my follow-up work. So here's my art follow-up work. It's the same one I used before. Okay, I'm going to take a picture right here. Picture, I took it. Okay. Now let's click down here and see what we get. Okay. That's not a bad picture. I'm okay with that. If you don't like it, you can just take another picture. Okay, so watch. I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy it. Okay, right click, copy. Now it's copied. Now I'm going to go back down here. Do you see my Teams? I'm going to go back to Teams. And look, I'm right back here in Class Notebook. I'm going to hit Control. I'm going to hold down Control V at the same time. So with one hand, hold down Control. With the other, hit V. And it should post it right in. Sometimes it takes a second for it to load, and it's probably going to be a really big picture. But look, there it is. Nice. Now, if I want to make that picture a little bit smaller, I can click on it, and you see how it comes up with the little dotted lines and the little square right there. Now I'm going to right click, and you see where it says shrink? I'm going to click shrink, 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 shrink. There we go. Okay. Now, if I click right below, you see how it takes me down here where I can type? Now I can type in, hello, here is my follow-up work for art. Thanks. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Thanks. Okay. And then you're done. Okay. You can go back to the chat room. You can go to your daily checklist. Okay. So that's a really good way to post follow-up work. So what I want you to practice is I want you to practice putting new pictures into Class Notebook. Thanks, guys.